Hello, I am Gregory, and this is The Wandering Wind. Hello, denizens of the internet. Today is going to be a different video. I know I had planned on having a themed weekly schedule. Just so you know, that's more of a guideline. If I do themed videos, it will be on those days, but I am going to do other videos as well, including, video reviews on whatever days I can, although I will try and schedule them for the Quick Tip Tuesdays. But anyway, I just had to put my 2 cents in, so this will be my Wednesday weigh-in for this week, even though it's a couple of days late. YouTube recently clarified, they didn't really change, they clarified their policies on ad-friendly content. And what this means for us as a community is that if you don't follow the guidelines to the letter, and I mean to the letter, your monetization can get disabled either for specific videos, or they find lots of videos that don't fit the criteria. You can end up losing your entire channel's monetization features. And right now, the appeals process that you have to go through to remonetize those videos is shit. Because, let's face it, even if you do appeal it, there is little to no chance that you'll actually get the monetization re-enabled, because right now it's being run by bots, not really by people. People may be directing the bots, but it's all the bots. So, what do I think of this movement? Well, on the one hand, YouTube is YouTube. It's a private platform run by a private business. They do have the right to do whatever the hell they want with their channel, with their site. At the same time, though, they're censoring people if they are not politically correct. They're trying to make this site into a safe zone, and frankly, I can't condone that. I mean, where ever have you seen a safe place on the internet? A safe website where it's completely kid-friendly? And to be honest, you can't, unless you go to places like the websites for kid-specific TV networks or kid-specific platforms. And since those exist, shouldn't that mean that YouTube doesn't need to be a kid-friendly platform? I mean, I understand, yes, there are millions of people on YouTube every day. There are millions of hours of video being uploaded every second or every minute. So you've got a lot of content on YouTube, but you can't just cut funding to the videos that you don't like because, oh, well, they're not friendly for our advertisers. I was watching a video from a guy last night, and he said that there were advertisements that he didn't want on his videos, but he doesn't get to pick and choose which advertisements go on his videos, so why should they get to pick and choose what videos their advertisements go on? I mean, the guy last night that I watched complained about the fact that he had an ad for Ashley Madison put on one of his videos. And you know what Ashley Madison really is? You want to know. It's an infidelity website, an infidelity dating website. And that's sick and wrong. But because his content seemed to line up with what Ashley Madison is categorized under, that ad ran on his video. And there have been other things that have been, I mean, there have been alcohol ads, there have been suggestive ads. There have been completely wrong ads. I think it was, I forget the name of the channel. It was probably, I don't remember. I'd have to look at it, and I can't right now. But I don't get why YouTube is censoring us. Unless it's to get rid of the less desirable people who don't really bring in the big bucks. Although, if that were true, then people like PewDiePie and Markiplier and Philip DeFranco and Boogie2988, they wouldn't be getting slammed either. And yet, PewDiePie's gotten notices about his videos being demonetized because of this. Philip DeFranco made a very pointed video the other day about this topic. It's getting to the point where censorship is more important than free speech on YouTube. And granted, free speech only works on the federal level, not so much at the private level with individual companies. At a company's discretion, if they don't like what you're talking about on their website, they do have the option to remove and or limit what kind of content you can produce in order to benefit yourself. At least that's basically what I've been able to glean from others' videos about this topic. But it just doesn't make sense. What next? Are you going to start? Are you going to start boycotting or targeting people that are less desirable? What? Are the bronies going to be next? Or the gamers? Or the disabled? Boogie2988 has had several of his videos flagged for demonetization because he talks about his issues with depression and with thoughts of suicide and all of that. And he talks about real stuff. And yet, when you talk about real stuff on YouTube these days, you better not be planning on making any money from that video, because if you try and monetize it, it'll get demonetized before you can say, oops. So, I do understand from a lot of these content creators that they're not going to continue, well, they're not going to begin censoring themselves just to pander to the younger crowd that's going to watch their videos without really any kind of viewer discretion or parental discretion. Good God, if kids are able to watch people like PewDiePie and Markiplier on their own accounts, that makes me wonder if their parents are really looking out for their best interests by giving them their specific YouTube account where it says that they're under the age of 18 and therefore should not be watching anything that's suggestive or anything else. Because I know there are certain ways that you can block certain YouTubers so that way your kids aren't exposed to stuff that you think is not good. At the same time, though, sometimes they need to hear these things. They need to hear that their words can cause harm to other people, because some people may have disorders or psychological conditions that cause them to feel badly already. And if their words are directly hurting them, that could cause them to be pushed over the edge. That's a topic that should be explained to all 13 and over children, or even just those that are transitioning from elementary to middle school. Because frankly, middle school and high school are the years where your words have the most impact for your peers and even the upperclassmen. And a lot of times, if you allow your words to hurt people, even if it's not you drawing the knife or taking the pills or whatever, you're basically partly to blame for the fact that that person gave up. I'm not saying you're a murderer, but anyway, I'm probably going to get this video flagged for ad-unfriendly content. And you know what? I don't care. This is something that's real. This is something that needs to happen. And I'm not going to hang my head on getting money from this because I haven't yet. But if I end up being able to have an income through YouTube, that's great. But if I don't care. What I care about, what I really want to tell you guys, what I really want to let you know is that if you have a message, get that message out. Even if it means you can't monetize that particular video, there are going to be other videos that you can do. Or take Philip DeFranco's example and branch out. Don't just do YouTube videos. Do Patreon. Do Teespring or Spreadshirt or something, or sell a book, write a book and sell it on Amazon or something. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket if you depend on stuff like this to make you money to help you live your life comfortably and hopefully safely. If you need to have a revenue stream in order to be able to get your bills paid off and everything, don't just put all your eggs into YouTube, because YouTube is starting to become unstable as far as a monetary platform for those that need a significant cash flow in. I will leave links in the description about the new content policy and the new videos from Philip DeFranco and others. And I will also leave links to a few of the sites that I'm considering starting businesses on. That way, in case you guys want to go and join them and see about trying to find ways to add money into your pocket if you're a YouTube creator. If you're a YouTube creator and you're worried about losing your revenue, then you can use those sites to help supplement the smaller amount that you may end up getting, or supplement the amount you have now and just get more and be able to help more. Because what I plan to do with the money I earn is not only pay the bills that I need to pay and allow my family to live comfortably and happily, but I plan to give back to my community in whatever way I can, whether it be through donations or creating jobs or creating areas for people to go and do productive stuff in. In fact, I'm thinking for my first project, if I get the money, I'm going to create a YouTube studio in my hometown and say, hey, look at what I did. Look at what you can do. We can create ad revenue. We can create inflow of cash for ourselves, so that way we all have what we need in life. But I mean, that's just one man's opinion. That's just my viewpoint of things. What's your response to this? Are you a content creator? How's this going to affect you? And if it does affect you, what do you plan to do on lessening or cushioning the blow, so to speak, to where the blow to your finances isn't so great if you already have a significant cash flow coming in? Let me know in the comments section what you all think and what your plans for the future are as a content creator. And if you liked this video, if you like my other videos, consider subscribing to my channel, because I make videos every day. Sometimes there's the themed videos that I talked about in my last video, and I'll link that down in the description. Sometimes they're just videos on topics that are relevant and trending, or just current. And sometimes I'm just going to review people's channels because I want to help them grow as much as I'm growing, which admittedly isn't a lot right now, but hopefully eventually it will be. Anyway, before I forget, thank you for watching. I love you all very much. And I hope you all have a great day. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, make sure to always catch me on the breeze, because I'm always going to be here. I'm not going away anytime soon. This is just another change that I'm going to have to adapt to, and that's fine. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I love you all very much.